Stop throwing stones into the river. You're distorting my reflection.
Well, mine as well.
Fancy a fag?
No. You know I've never smoked.
I know.
Then why did you ask?
In the hope you would say yes and shock me into silence.
Yes.
Really?
No. But if it would shut you up.
I am so bored.
Well, shove off then. Leave me alone to think.
I don't want to.
Why not?
Because I can't survive without you and your stimulating company.
Oh, just leave me be.
I'm not going to leave you here, am I? Not in the mood you're in. What are you doing anyway?
Blowing bubbles. In many cultures, bubbles act as a spiritual transient, equal to the nature of life. Bubbles float fleetingly, then burst and disappear. Life too is fleeting.
That's a bit dark. What are you thinking about?
My life.
You need more excitement in it.
What do you mean?
In your life. Let's face it, you're so boring.
Well, that's a bit unfair.
You weren't always this boring. Do you remember A-level chemistry? The teacher who always tried to make you feel stupid.
Don't bring that up again, Gabby. It was a long time ago.
You corrected the teacher over an incorrect answer he gave the rest of the class. It was a complicated equation. You explained the problem, showed them all the solution. You were brilliant.
I was, wasn't I?
You made a complete twat out of him. He went ballistic and came at you.
Yes, but then you came to my rescue.
He belittled you, so I threw the Bunsen burner across the room, ripping it from the socket, shouting, "Move your arse, you complete moron, or your cheap polyester trousers are going to go up in flames." Pass the wine over, let's have a drink.
I don't drink.
Then start.
I don't want to.
What do you want to do then?
Nothing. Just go away and leave me alone. I have no idea why you bother with me.
Neither do I. Will you stop feeding the ducks those pathetic morsels of bread and listen to me? If you're going to feed them, give them something more substantial.
Gabby, they're not going to be able to eat a full loaf. Have I always been boring?
Oh, where to start? Top grades in school, A-levels achieved in the same year as O-levels, 2 degrees a year earlier than you should have taken them. If you'd done a 3rd degree, you could have joined that pop group.
What's wrong with that?
Boring.
Well, then I met Russell.
Good old reliable Russell. Clever, good family man, steady. Loves you in the M&S polyester blouse and knee-length skirt he chose for you. Reminds him of his mum.
Don't, Gabby.
You could have swapped him for a puppy and no one would have known the difference. Where's the passion? The stomach churning, stressful, crazy, mad, lustful, disgusting longing.
I don't understand.
That feeling you get when you meet someone, when you don't just want to kiss them, you want to lick their face off, rip their clothes and give them a
Cut it out, Gabby. I may not have had all that.
I did though. Do you remember when we went to that club? I met that gorgeous man. Well, what a night that was.
It was a drunken shag. You were shit-faced.
Lily!
That was the night I gave up drinking. Mum and Dad almost had me sectioned. They were furious. Thankfully, my job saved me.
Oh yes, the job. Mind-numbingly tedious. Top broker in a blue chip company. Go to the top of the class. Oh, sorry, you're already there. Mummy and Daddy must have wet themselves with pride.
But I worked hard to get there.
You were exceptional with numbers and statistics. They gave you your own office. No one disturbed you. You made that company a shed load of money.
I did, yes.
And they kept you just for that reason, Lily. They never invited you to parties or to the fun events. They used you as a money-making machine for their benefit.
I never liked parties anyway. It wasn't all boring, Gabby.
Now see what you did there. Deflection. Back to that again, are we? Pass me the wine.
Russell and I had the 2 boys. They turned out well. Good jobs, nice home and families.
So busy they never come and see you? Since Russell died, what have you done? Joined any clubs? No. Kept in touch with friends? No. Just walked the dog until he died last year.
I started to learn to swim.
How long for?
Okay, 2 weeks.
It was a pitiful effort.
I read.
Oh, give me another glass of wine, for goodness sake. The excitement's too much.
I got the diagnosis from the hospital.
I know.
The onset of early Alzheimer's.
So, you got a plan?
Yes, that's why I'm reading how to transfer assets and wills. Cancelled my insurance and got rid of everything I own. It feels totally liberating, quite freeing really.
A tad calculated for you, Lily.
I know. I feel bloody marvellous.
Have you spoken to the boys about it?
I phoned them both this morning. It was a quick conversation. They were busy.
As usual.
Well, one was off to a football game. The other just said it was lunchtime. I told them that they'd be getting some paperwork in the post. They said they would catch up with me next week.
Ungrateful little toads.
Don't, Gabby. They're my boys and I love them. They have to get on with their own lives.
Well, what's the next step then, Lily? Walking out the front door in your nightie? Getting on the wrong bus? Forgetting your name?
Is that the sort of adventure you want me to have? Will it make me less boring? Then the final humiliation, a care home.
It may not be that bad, Lily.
Oh, don't start being nice now, Gabby. Being washed by strangers, fed and worse, shitting yourself and being changed by people who don't even know your name.
Lily!
Pass me that wine, Gabby. I don't want the boys to see me like that.
That's if they even visit.
So that's why I've transferred my assets. The boys will get everything.
Don't swig it out the bottle, Lily. It doesn't suit you. Bloody hell, are you sure about all of this?
I've never been more sure.
I'm sorry I said you were boring.
Oh no, you don't get to say that now. Not after telling me I'm a timid, scared little mouse.
Well, I am.
I was never scared, Gabby, because you were always there. That is why I did so well at school. I was the weird kid who talked to her friend that constantly berated me. However, I was also brilliant. They had no idea what to do with me.
I could have been a better friend, Lily.
Well, then you wouldn't have been you.
I suppose I'm to blame for Mum and Dad being angry at times. They were so relieved you were so clever. It always made you employable. They never understood me, though, did they?
Well, you were the one who always got us into trouble. Although we had a lot of fun, didn't we? I suppose it helped my marriage. Russell was deaf. Bless him. He used to think I was talking to him when you and I were deep in conversation.
He was still boring.
I guess that's why I haven't needed friends, excitement and danger in my life. You were all of that, Gabby.
They thought I was a fragment of your imagination, Lily.
Schizophrenia. You're a hallucination. A delusion, according to the doctors. How can they say you don't exist?
I know. I'm right here. Who else could have got you into all that trouble?
You've been my best friend. The only person that has stayed with me through everything. You have never left my side.
Even when I've annoyed you, like today.
I'm upset today, but not with you.
What then?
I don't want Alzheimer's to take away the memories of being with my family and of my life. But most of all, you. Never you, my most delinquent friend.
Who apparently doesn't exist.
The memories, even the boring ones, are important, because you were there at every one of them.
What can I do for you, Lily?
Hold my hand, Gabby.
Always.
Now.
Reflections was written by Julie Kaye. Maxine Morris was Gemma and Julie Kaye was Lily. The play was produced and directed by Martin J Saxton. This production is copyright Dead-Chuffed Theatre 2025.